I'm Don Masterson, and I've been farming about 50 years. And we bought this farm to add to our farming operation. And it had a lot of standing water, and we needed to install field tile in it. When I bought this property, well, I got a survey with it, and it showed the pipeline on it. It showed a straight line. And then when we're here, why, we have a marker on this end and one in the opening on the other end. And I assumed it would be a straight line. So that's what we went by to know where the pipeline was. After looking at the survey and the markers, I decided that the pipeline was in a straight line, and but my son and grandson, they just thought we should make the 811 call. But I was in a hurry and wanting to get this tile in, and so we could get to planting. The season was coming early for us, and so I overruled them and decided we would just stay off the line 75 foot, and I thought we would be in good shape then.
This is the piece of equipment we use to lay field tile, and it has the capabilities of going 7 foot deep.
On the day of our incident on my grandfather's farm, we were tiling that day, and this marker, which we see airplanes fly over quite a bit, and sure enough that day the plane came over, and I watched him, and he made a banking turn and came back around to us really low, and so I gave him a wave that day, and sure enough 30 to 45 minutes later the first marathon truck showed up.
I received a call from the pilot concerning some field tiling that was being done in a field about 75 feet from our pipeline. I entered the GPS coordinates in our mapping system to verify the location, and I entered the rest of the information that the pilot had given me in the computer system. I then followed up with a phone call to our local field office to have them investigate the activity.
We received a notification that there was a conflict with a farmer putting field tile close to our pipeline. The notification said that the work was being done about 75 feet from the line. I decided it was something that I needed to go look at, so I drove to the site. When I arrived, I assumed that our pipeline runs straight from marker to marker. I got the line locating equipment out of the truck and began to locate our pipeline, and realized that the pipe didn't run straight, that the farmer had been crossing the marathon pipeline with a field tiling machine. I immediately called the operations center and shut the pipeline down for safety purposes and continued to locate the line. When I walked up to the last spot where they'd been excavating, I went down in the hole and was able to kick the dirt off the top of the pipe and was able to see the pipe.
Well, we were well underway tiling, and anyway, I saw the red marathon pickup show up, and I thought, well, he'll locate the line and he'll see that we stayed approximately 75 feet away from it. And when he had his locator out, he started out right by the marker on the road, and then he ended up over our tile where we had tiled, and he was scratching his head, and I was like, oh boy, we're probably in trouble now. And from then on, it just got worse. The first place I crossed it with the main, there wasn't even a half inch between the tile and the pipeline. And if I would have hit that 22-inch pipeline, it would have been bad. All I could think about was I'm lucky to be here, and the biggest thing in my mind was the 17-year-old boy I had helping us work that day, and he was walking alongside the plow, and I stood a chance of making it through it if I'd have hit it, but he didn't, walking alongside the plow like that, and it could have been devastating. It turned into what I considered a fiasco. and it all could have been avoided if we just called 811.
The call to 811 and the marking of the underground utilities is a free service.
From farmer to farmer, I recommend you call 811 because if you don't know where the pipeline is, it can really be a problem and it can be disastrous. And I was lucky once and I wouldn't want to be in those shoes again, and you need to call 811.